All right, this is my second video on influences, strange and unusual. So this one is uh, around the same time span. It was high school, but a little bit after the last video that I posted. This one is about a guy named Bobby Birch, a really awesome guy that I'm still in contact with today. Um, like I was saying in my last video, when I started high school, I didn't know anybody. I'd never been to that school in my life until the first day of school. And it was very hard for me not having any connections or friends starting high school. Uh, I was in shop class, and that's where Bobby was. He was in the same class with me, but we didn't really talk because most of the kids that were in the auto class were kind of on the redneck side, and I was not at all on the redneck side. So there was a little. We didn't hate each other or anything, but there was just a little bit of divide, so we didn't communicate. But I had seen him and I knew of him. Well, one day I was going upstairs to my locker, and this other guy, I think his name was Lee McNeil. I think that's who it was. I hope I'm not wrong, because I ended up Lee and ended up being kind of friends a little bit later on in life. But anyway, this person, I think it was Lee. It may not have been, but anyway, it's not important. Was giving me a hard time. He was picking on me and kind of pushing me around a little bit. And out of nowhere, here comes that guy from my shop class, Bobby. He came up and grabbed this guy by the back of the head, smashed his face into a locker, and held his face there while he talked to him. I mean, this kid's face is all smashed into the locker as he's talking. And he tells him, you don't talk to that guy ever again. When he walks down the hall, you look the other way. You don't speak to him. You don't mess with him. You don't talk to him. Do you understand? And the guy's like, yeah, I understand. And then after the guy agreed to, Bobby could have told him he had to go wash dishes at home every night for the next 6 years. And I think the kid would have done it because he was pretty scared. But after he finished his talk and the guy agreed to all his terms, he kind of threw him down to the ground and then kicked his bag over there towards the direction he tossed him down. And the kid kind of stumbled up and grabbed his backpack and shuffled off to class. And then, Bobby didn't skip a beat. He didn't, hang around or anything. He went to his class, and I was kind of in shock. I didn't know what to say, so I went ahead and went to my class too. Everybody dispersed and went on about their business. But that moment has always resonated with me. It's been like a highlight on the highlight reel of my life, because as I was saying in the last video, I've been beaten up and made fun of just about my entire life. And this was the first time ever that somebody stepped in and helped me out. Now, Bobby didn't have to do that. Matter of fact, there was a lot more reasons for him not to than for him to. He could have got in a lot of trouble. He could have got kicked out of school. That guy could have beat him up if he was, if he wasn't so scared. He might have been able to physically take Bobby. But Bobby took all those chances when he did what he did to help somebody in need, and he wasn't helping me because he knew me, because we really didn't know each other. He was just helping me because he saw a kid that was scared in a new place that somebody was taking advantage of, and he was putting a stop to it. That's the kind of guy he was. So, not only did he stop to put himself on the line to stop that situation, he did it for a perfect stranger. We didn't know each other, and that really resonated. I never said anything to Bobby about that. It kind of just went under the radar, and we all went about our business, and nothing was ever said about it. But I've always thought about it here, and he's always had a special place excuse me, in my heart because of that moment. And I'll remember that until the day I die. But I just sent a message earlier today to Bobby and said, hey, I don't know if you remember this situation, but this happened and you did this, and I really appreciate it. You didn't have to do that, and it was just really, really awesome. And I've always got a place in my heart for you because of that one moment you did that thing. And he replied back and he said, thank you so much. I really needed to hear that, and it really helps me out a lot right now. So just me sharing my feelings with him about that instance that happened 25 years ago or so helped him out. But just wanted to share that positive experience that happened to me, and just kind of say, if somebody does something for you, make sure to go out of your way to say that to show anyway that you appreciate it, because it means a lot to people. When you do something, it means a lot when people show appreciation for it. So make sure you do that. Also, subscribe and like and hit that little bell thing if you want to. I don't really care. I don't get paid for these videos, so they're just free. I just do them for fun and to just kind of put my brain out there on the internet. So if you subscribe and like and click bells and all that stuff, awesome. If you don't, no big deal either. Don't feel obligated to do something you're not compelled to do. Anyway, we'll see you on the next video. Hope you enjoyed it. See ya.